everybody. It's Kelly Russell, the Rock Your Joy Coach, and I'm talking with you today about A Course in Miracles and shame and guilt and not good enough and what is up with the I'm sorry epidemic. So, when I'm out about in the world, I've just noticed for a while that people say I'm sorry all the time. I notice this when I'm here. It's not that I'm a big eavesdropper or anything, although sometimes I am, and I sometimes you just can't help it. You just overhear people's conversations, and people are just constantly saying that they're sorry. And I do it myself, and I have been really working on becoming conscious of it. And I have a funny story about this that I'll tell you in a couple minutes. And so, A Course in Miracles teaches us that, so the shortest sentence in A Course in Miracles is I am. And the Course says we say I am and then we cease to speak. Because there is nothing else to say after I am. I am is a declaration of our being. It is the truth of us. It is who we are. I am. And it is a word for God. It is a phrase, a name for God, for the divine. And we are extensions of God. And so I am applies to us as well as the truth of who we are, as extensions of God and expressions of God, creations of God, and as the light of the world. And so whatever we put after the phrase I am is really important, because it means that is what we are identifying with in our mind as what and who we are. And remember that we are powerful creators. And so whatever we have in our mind, whatever we are stating in our minds as what the truth is going to be what the world reflects back to us in terms of our experience. And so if we're constantly going around creating our reality by saying, I'm sorry for this, I'm sorry for this, I'm sorry for whatever it is, whatever dumb thing that it is, we are literally creating an experience of our reality here in this world that is sorry. And is that what we want? Is that what you want? Do you want your experience here, your life, to be sorry? You want to be a sorry ass individual? Have a sorry life? Have, sorry experiences, sorry relationships, sorry everything? Because if we keep saying we're sorry, that is what we are going to be. We are going to be experiencing sorriness. So you got to stop saying I'm sorry. I'm working on it myself. When I hear myself saying I'm sorry, and it happens so automatically, it's so unconscious, it's so ingrained, and it's so unconsciously ingrained because, as A Course in Miracles teaches us, we believe that we are guilty. We believe that we are shameful. We believe that we separated from God, that we willingly rejected God, and that makes us guilty and shameful and not good enough, and in fact sorry and separate. And so it's not the truth. The truth is that never happened, but that's our belief, and we're reinforcing that belief every single time we say I'm sorry. So my story is that a lovely woman named Tisha Weber, who has an Instagram account, Beautifully Unwinding, and a website, Beautifully Unwinding Me, invited me a while back to do a podcast with her and to tell my story about A Course in Miracles. And we had a great experience and a lovely time. You might have seen the podcast. I posted it a while back. And she invited me at the time afterward, because we had such a good time, to do an Instagram live with her about the I'm sorry epidemic, because I talk about it a little bit on my website, and I mentioned that I teach about it. And she said, I'm really intrigued by that. So let's do an Instagram live about it. I said, sure, let's do that. Sounds great. And it was like 3 weeks away. Well, I've never done an Instagram live. I don't do a whole lot of lives. I've done some Facebook lives, not entirely comfortable with it. And don't understand anything. I'm new to Instagram anyway. Never done that on Instagram. And so it went into my brain, and unconsciously, as it's going to be another podcast. And so the day rolls around, I'm looking for a link from her to, and as you know, podcasts are pre-recorded and they're edited and they're not live. And I sent her a message. I'm just waiting for the link to join. And she said, oh, there's no link. You just go on Instagram on your phone and you click on my picture and then you just join. And this is like 5 minutes before we're supposed to do this thing. And I'm like, oh, shit. And my phone's not charged. I don't have a phone stand. I don't record on my phone. I always use my computer. Oh my God, it was ridiculous. And so there I am, and I can see her, and I'm on my computer now trying to do it on the computer. I'm on Instagram. I can see her, and she's saying, oh, Kelly Russell's going to be joining us. She'll be on, any minute. She's going to be talking about the I'm sorry epidemic. And I'm messaging her. I don't know how to get in. I don't see the button you're talking about. I can't do it. And she's like, so Kelly, you have to join through your phone. You can't do it on the computer. It's not like Facebook Live. And I am like, oh no. And so I didn't want to keep being late. So I got on the phone, whether I don't have a stand, I'm holding my phone in my hand. The phone's all like wiggling and the first thing out of my mouth, of course, is I'm sorry I'm late. I'm sorry I didn't understand. I'm sorry I didn't research this sooner. I'm sorry I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just sorry. And I'm sorry that I'm supposed to be talking about I'm sorry and I'm saying I'm sorry. I mean, it was kind of a shit show. And she's so gracious and lovely. And she said when she did some editing of it, thank God, when she posted the part of it that she did, she said that it was perfect in its imperfection and really like spun it in a lovely way. But it was really just hilarious, and it was such a demonstration of what happens when we are unconscious and not aware, and we let that ego false self part of our minds, it just drive the bus, and it goes, the wheels come off and it goes over the, cliffs of insanity and into the pit of despair and whatever. And so there's nothing else that I could do about it except forgive it and not be sorry, but to see it as just such such an obvious demonstration of this is what happens when we are not being vigilant for the truth of who we are, and we forget, and then we go into that place of shame and guilt. And my ego certainly did want me to go to that place and just be like, oh my God, you completely fucked that up, and you were like, nobody's ever going to invite you to ever be a guest on anything ever again. And you are, in fact, sorry. So that's my story. I'm going to encourage you to really pay attention to when you are saying I'm sorry, to change your language, to don't allow that to be the truth of you, because it isn't. And to, listen to when A Course in Miracles talks about guilt and shame and not good enough, and that what it's really talking about is that false self, and that is not who we are. That is the opposite of who we are, as the extension of God and as the expression of the divine. And so I hope you've enjoyed my story today and this little talk. I am here every week, so I encourage you to subscribe to my channel. I talk about A Course in Miracles, living A Course in Miracles in a practical way. And I'm talking about a different topic every week, and sometimes tell stories about my own life, like today, and try to keep it entertaining as well as elevating. And if you would like to have a couple of freebies, I also encourage you to visit my website at rockyourjoy.com. And right on the front page there are a couple of things that you can download. There is a mini version of the daily prayer and meditation practice that I do every day for guidance, which is just, I really believe that it has changed my life, having that feeling of constant guidance and being shown the way. Obviously, I wasn't paying attention to it when I forgot, what the hell I was supposed to be doing with regard to that Instagram live. But had I tuned in and really listened to that, I'm sure I would have been guided to do something a little bit differently. Although then I wouldn't have this wonderful story to tell you, so I'm not sorry about that. And also, you can download a 2-hour workshop on being happy no matter what. So if you struggle with being happy no matter what, that is a workshop that I did live, and it's recorded. So you can download both of those for free if that sounds good. And I will see you next week. Thanks so much for joining me. I love you. Mwah.